I have been backstabbed by multiple partners prior to this, and I mean, she has too. So we were both broken in the same ways, and it was only about time that one of us were turning on the other.
We got Rhea Bloody Ripley with me. I'm Dr. Chris Featherstone from Sportskeeda Wrestling. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Wonderful. First of all, I'm 6'1", okay? The heels, how many inches are they? The boots?
I don't know. They're a lot, though. They're very, very high platforms. I don't know. How big do they look?
How tall are you?
I'm like 5'8", 5'9", something like that.
Okay. Yeah, so you probably got me about an inch or two, probably 6 or 7 inches or so. Yeah. Woo, here we go. We're being dorps here. All right. So, it's interesting because the evolution of Rhea Ripley starts from the Mae Young Classic, the no tats, blonde hair. Now it's, grew your hair out, tats. Just take us through that evolution.
Man, it's just growth. It's confidence. It's finding who you are as an individual outside of work and in work. When I started, I was 20 years old, baby face, baby skin. I didn't want to get tattoos because I was scared that it would prevent me from getting hired by WWE, because it was at a time where not many women had tattoos. It was really looked down upon. And then Ruby Riott got signed and she had all these tattoos, and then they were sort of loopholes in what they were saying, where they were like, you can get tattoos, they just have to be hidden. We don't want to see them on TV. So I took that first year and I was trying to please everyone, and it got to the point where I was like, I'm losing myself as a human being, and I don't like myself. I feel depressed, homesick, and I'm over it. So I was like, I want to be myself. I want to be genuine. And that's where you see the Rhea Ripley in the Mae Young Classic too. I got pants. I was like, sweet. If I wear pants, that means I can get tattoos on my legs because they're hidden, right? So I was sort of manipulating the system in a way, and with that it gave me more confidence to be myself, and eventually I started evolving into the Rhea Ripley that you see today, because I stopped giving anything to anyone. I was like, I just want to be myself. I don't care if there are rules anymore. I'm going to get the tattoos that I want. I started doing my arms. I did my stomach. I just got a back tattoo. I haven't cleared any of them, and I haven't got in trouble with any of them because it's who I am and it's genuine and they can see that. So I feel like with me becoming my true self and finding the confidence, that's where the Rhea Ripley that you see today is.
Wonderful. So your NXT run in UK and then eventually NXT, you became heavily cheered, especially when it was Shayna Baszler you beat, I believe, for the NXT Championship. It was a crowning moment for you, and I remember the crowd just really cheering for you. Everybody, take us back to the energy that you were feeling when you won that championship.
Man, just pure excitement. I was so pumped. It felt like all the struggles that I had gone through in the past 2-3 years at the Performance Center, I felt like it finally accumulated to this successful point in my career. I'd won the NXT UK Women's Championship. I was the inaugural Women's Champion. But to actually make it onto NXT, the main developmental brand, and take out someone with such a historic run like Shayna Baszler, who was undefeated. She had one of the longest streaks in NXT apart from Asuka. It felt incredible. I was so full of emotions and excitement after that match, and that was a long match. That was one of my longest matches that I had at that point. So when the crowd started coming into the ring and I had my own little mosh pit, they picked me up, I was just so ecstatic. I think even before that, I went out and I started running laps. I started running in the crowd, and I stole someone's sunglasses, and I did all this crazy stuff because I was just so full of adrenaline and excitement. But it was definitely one of the highlights in my career for sure.
Yeah, let's end with this. You teamed with Liv Morgan before the Judgment Day, and it's full circle now. Did you trust her then when you were teaming with her, or were you skeptical then that she was a little shady?
So I trusted her until I started feeling like something bad was going to happen. I have been backstabbed by multiple partners prior to this, and I mean, she has too. So we were both broken in the same ways, and it was only about time that one of us were turning on the other. With us arguing and us not getting along and us losing our matches and her draining that killer side of me and making me into this mushy little tag partner that she wanted, I felt like I was getting sculpted for a betrayal. So I thought that I had to do it before she did. And luckily for me, I had Edge and Damian Priest come to me and were like, we see the potential in you. We want better for you. And that's all I wanted to hear, and that's all I wanted to do. So I made the decision. Was it right? Probably not. I definitely hurt her, and I'll take the credit for that. But for me, it was the right decision.
This is Rhea Ripley. I'm Dr. Chris Featherstone for Sportskeeda, signing off.
Check out BrainBuster, the daily quiz that tests your WWE knowledge with winning streaks, stats, and more. It's time to see if you're up for the challenge.